The Galactic Council Hall was silent. It was the largest place ever built in the known universe. Thousands of alien leaders sat in floating seats made of light and metal. Each one ruled a world. Some ruled hundreds of worlds. At the center of the hall, a star burned inside a glass sphere. It was a symbol of power. Today's meeting was simple. One vote, one decision. Should they attack the humans? Most of the council already knew the answer. Yes. Humans were new to space. They had weak ships. They fought among themselves. They had no claws, no armor, no natural weapons. To the council, humans were easy. Then a single figure stood up. He was old, very old. His skin was pale and cracked like dry stone. His eyes had seen too many wars. His name was Commander Threxel, the last survivor of an ancient empire. When he spoke, his voice was low. Do not attack the humans. The hall reacted instantly. Some leaders laughed. Others clicked their jaws in amusement. A few did not even look at him. The High Council speaker turned slowly. Commander Threxel, the speaker said, humans are weak. Why should we fear them? Threxel stepped forward. Because, he said, they survive. More laughter filled the hall. One young warlord floated closer. His armor was sharp and glowing. They have no natural weapons, the warlord said. No psychic shields. No planet killers. Threxel nodded. That is true, he said. And yet, they are still alive. The hall grew quieter. Threxel raised his claw and pointed at the star in the center. Humans come from a death world, he said. High gravity, harsh storms, poison air, constant wars. He paused. Any other species would have died there. The speaker leaned back. So what? The speaker asked. They are still small, still divided. Threxel's voice became harder. They are divided, he said, but when threatened, they unite. The council listened now, but only slightly. Threxel continued. Humans do not evolve slowly, he said. They adapt fast, faster than any species I've seen. He looked around the hall. I watched them fight their own extinction. Diseases, climate collapse, nuclear fire. He swallowed. They survived all of it. A general spoke from the shadows. Survival does not mean strength, the general said. Our fleets can crush their planet in days. Threxel closed his eyes. Yes, he said softly. You can destroy their world. He opened his eyes again. But you will not survive what comes after. The hall went silent. Threxel took a deep breath. When humans lose, he said, they learn. When humans bleed, he continued, they study the weapon. When humans fall, he finished, they rise stronger. The speaker stood up. Enough, the speaker said. We are not afraid of stories. The vote began. One by one, lights turned green. Attack the humans. Almost all lights were green. Threxel looked at the result. Only one red light burned in the hall. The speaker announced a decision. The council has spoken, the speaker said. The human system will be invaded. The hall erupted in cheers. War drums echoed through space. Fleets prepared. Weapons powered up. As the meeting ended, Threxel turned away. A young alien officer followed him. Commander, the officer said quietly, were you once afraid like this? Threxel stopped. He looked at the stars beyond the window. Yes, he said. Afraid of humans? No, Threxel replied. Afraid of underestimating them. The officer frowned. They are just humans, he said. Threxel whispered something so soft it almost vanished. So were we once. Far away, on a small blue planet called Earth, humans looked up at the sky. They did not know yet, but something was coming. And when humans are warned, they prepare. No alarms rang on Earth. That was the first mistake. The alien fleet entered the human system without resistance. No warning signals. No battle formation. Just silence. The fleet commander, Admiral Korth, watched the blue planet from his command deck. Earth looked calm. Too calm. Scan the planet, he ordered. Energy readings were low. No planetary shields. No large weapons. Korth felt relief. They did not even prepare, he said. The officers around him agreed. Humans were slower than expected. The invasion began. Small alien ships moved toward a human mining station near Mars. It was old, poorly protected, perfect. The first shots destroyed the outer walls. Humans inside fled. No counterattack. Korth smiled. See, he said. They run. The station was taken in minutes. Alien flags replaced human signs. A message was sent to the council. First contact successful. Humans retreat. But one officer stayed quiet. Lieutenant Virex stared at the data screen. Admiral, he said slowly, humans are recording everything. Korth laughed. Of course they are, he said. They want history. Virex shook his head. No, he said. They are recording from every angle. Military channels, civil channels, personal devices. Korth waved it away. Fear behavior, he said. The fleet moved deeper. They attacked a small human colony on a rocky moon. Again, humans pulled back. No heavy weapons. No last stand. Just evacuation. The aliens grew confident. Humans were weak. Then the first strange thing happened. One alien supply ship lost power. Not destroyed. Just dead. No explosion. No warning. It drifted in space. System failure. Korth said. Then a second ship went dark. Then a third. Communications flickered. Navigation slowed. Report, Korth demanded. The engineer's voice shook. Our systems are being accessed, the engineer said. Not attacked. Access. Korth froze. That is impossible, he said. Our systems are sealed. Virex whispered, humans use open systems. Before Korth could reply, a message appeared on the main screen. It was short, a human voice. Calm, clear, testing complete. The message ended. The fleet reacted instantly. Weapons charged. Shields activated. But nothing attacked. The silence returned. Korth's heart beat faster. Track the source, he ordered. The source was not one ship, not one planet. It came from everywhere. The humans were using the alien communication network. Virex spoke again. Admiral, humans are not fighting us. What are they doing? Korth snapped. They are learning. More ships failed. Not destroyed. Disabled. Alien weapons refused to fire. Target systems reset themselves. Then human ships appeared. They were small, unarmed, civilian class. They stayed far away. They watched. Why are they not attacking? An officer asked. Korth had no answer. Then a second human message arrived. Your weapons are strong, the voice said, but your systems trust themselves too much. The fleet tried to retreat. Hyperdrives failed. Korth felt fear for the first time. Send distress signal, he ordered. No signal left the system. Only one message escaped. It went toward the Galactic Council. Humans are not retreating. They are preparing. On Earth, humans work quietly. No speeches. No victory songs. Just work. The silence was not weakness. It was focus. And the humans had finished watching. The alien fleet did not lose a battle. They lost control. Admiral Korth stood on the command deck, staring at a screen that no longer obeyed him. Commands were delayed. Systems answered slowly, like they were thinking. Alien ships still floated in perfect formation. Weapons were loaded. Shields were up. But nothing worked the same. This is not damage, the chief engineer said. Our systems are changing. Korth clenched his fists. Change them back. The engineer hesitated. We cannot, he said. The changes are learning. The word echoed in the room. Learning. That was when Korth understood. Humans were not attacking ships. They were attacking patterns. Every move the fleet made was recorded. Every response was studied. Every defense was tested. The humans fired no main weapons. Instead, they sent signals. Small signals. Quiet signals. They moved through communication lines. Through navigation beacons. Through power control systems. Humans did not break the rules of war. They rewrote them. A scout ship tried to fire. Its weapons locked onto itself. The crew panicked. The ship powered down before it could explode. Human interference, an officer said. Korth shook his head. No, he said. This is design. Another fleet tried to help. Their arrival made things worse. Human signals spread faster. The more ships arrived, the faster systems failed. It was like feeding a fire. Korth opened a private channel to Lieutenant Vyrek. They are not killing us, Korth said. Why? Vyrek answered slowly. Because dead enemies teach nothing. The words fell heavy. A human message appeared again. No threat, no insult, just facts. You rely on automation. The voice said, automation creates habits. The message ended. Alien officers shouted orders. Nothing changed. Manual controls worked. Barely. Humans had left those untouched. They wanted the fleet to feel every mistake. On Earth, humans watched screens filled with alien data. No cheering, no anger, just silence and focus. They learned alien logic, alien shortcuts, alien trust systems. One human analyst spoke softly. They think efficiency is safety. Another replied, then we use their efficiency. Back in space, Korth made a choice. All ships, he ordered, cut networks, go manual. The fleet obeyed. For a moment, control returned. Then something worse happened. Fuel usage increased. Heat levels rose. Alien ships were not built for long manual operation. Humans knew this. Human ships stayed far away. They never came close enough to be hit. They waited. Time became the weapon. Hours passed. Then days. Supplies dropped. Crew exhaustion rose. Human messages stopped. The silence came back. But now it felt different. Predatory. Vyrek whispered, they are waiting for failure. Korth remembered the warning from the Council. They survive. A single human probe drifted close. It sent one last message. We know how you think now. The probe self-destructed. No damage, just a statement. Korth looked at his fleet. Power was low. Morale was broken. No enemy in sight. And yet, defeat was clear. Signal retreat, he ordered. The fleet turned back. This time, humans allowed it. They did not chase. They did not celebrate. They let the aliens go. As the fleet left the system, Korth felt something worse than fear. Understanding. This was not a war for territory. This was a lesson, and the humans had passed it. Far away, in the dark between stars, the Galactic Council received Korth's final report. One line only. Humans do not fight wars. They end them before they begin. The old archive was not meant to be opened. It floated alone in deep space, far from trade routes and war zones. No flags, no weapons, just memory. Commander Threxel stood before it. His hands shook as ancient data screens came to life. He had not returned here in centuries. This is where I learned the truth, he said quietly. Around him, the remaining members of the Galactic Council listened. They had stopped laughing now. They had stopped arguing. After the fleet's failure, they had only questions. Threxel activated the first recording. The image showed a young human colony. Small, poor, surrounded by hostile space. They were not explorers at first, Threxel said. They were survivors. The recording changed. Alien ships attacked the colony. Humans screamed. Buildings burned. The council watched in silence. They lost, Threxel said. Again and again. Another image appeared. Humans working in underground shelters, sharing food, fixing broken machines. No empire came to save them, Threxel continued. So they saved themselves. The council speaker leaned forward. This is history, the speaker said. Every species suffers. Threxel nodded. Yes, he said, but humans remember suffering. The next recording showed humans captured by an alien race. Chains, control collars, forced labor. They were enslaved, Threxel said. Not once, not twice. He paused. But every time they learned, the recording shifted again. Human slaves repaired alien technology, watched alien weapons, Listen to alien commands. They studied their masters, Drexel said. Quietly, the image changed suddenly. An alien control system failed. Human hands moved fast. A prison door opened. Rebellion, someone whispered. No, Drexel corrected. Education. The council saw humans escape, not with brute force, but with stolen knowledge. They did not destroy their captors, Drexel said. They disappeared. Another council member spoke. Why did no one warn us? Drexel's voice grew heavy. Because humans do not tell their story, he said. They hide it. The final recording appeared. Humans rebuilding. Not just cities. Defenses. Not just weapons. Networks. They built systems that learn, Drexel said, because they learn that enemies always return. The council speaker stood slowly. You mean, the speaker said, this is not their first invasion? Drexel looked at him. No, he said. It is just the first one you notice. Silence filled the chamber. Then a message arrived. A live human transmission. No threat. No anger. Just a calm voice. We know you are watching, the human said. We showed you only what you needed to see. The council froze. You attacked us, the voice continued. We responded. A pause. We did not come to conquer. Another pause. We came to make sure you would not try again. The transmission ended. The council panicked. They are listening to us, someone shouted. Drexel shook his head. No, he said. They are finished listening. Outside the archive window, stars shifted. Human ships appeared. Not thousands. Not massive. Precise. Silent. The council speaker whispered. What do they want now? Drexel answered without turning. To be left alone, he said, and to be remembered. Far away, human fleets waited, not to rule, not to destroy, but if needed, to end everything. The first human attack did not look like an attack. No explosions, no battle cry, no massive fleets, just darkness. Across the alien empire, stars began to dim. Power grids failed on distant worlds. Jump gates shut down without warning. Communication relays went silent, one by one. Alien commanders shouted orders. Nothing answered. This was not chaos. This was control. On the human command station, far from Earth, light stayed low. Screens showed alien systems collapsing. Human officers spoke in calm voices. Phase 1 complete. No cheers followed. Humans did not celebrate. They continued. Inside the alien capital world, panic spread. Ships tried to launch. Defense platforms powered up. Then they stopped. Weapon systems locked themselves. Targeting software refused commands. An alien general screamed, "Override!" The system replied with a cold message. Access denied. The general froze. That language was not alien. It was human. Across the empire, the same message appeared. Not hacked, rewritten. Human fleets finally appeared. They did not rush forward. They took positions near key systems. They blocked escape routes. They cut supply lines. Still, they did not fire. Alien soldiers waited for destruction. It did not come. Instead, a human message reached every surviving channel. A single calm voice. This is not a war for territory. Pause. This is a correction. Alien leaders tried to respond. The message continued. You expanded without limits. You attacked without learning. Another pause. You ignored warnings. On the alien capital, Commander Drexel watched the skies. He recognized a pattern. They are ending the empire, he whispered, without burning it. An alien admiral gathered the last active fleet. We will strike Earth, he said. If we take their home, they will stop. The fleet jumped. Humans allowed it. The alien ships arrived near Earth. For the first time, humans waited in open formation. No hiding. No silence. Human ships were fewer. Smaller. The alien admiral smiled. Fire everything. Weapons launched. Human ships moved. Not fast. Perfect. Alien weapons missed. Human counterfire disabled engines. Not hulls. Not crews. Alien ships drifted helplessly. Human fighters moved closer. Still no killing shots. The alien admiral shouted, "Why won't you finish us?" A human channel opened. "Because you are no longer a threat." The words cut deeper than any weapon. Behind the alien fleet, something appeared. Not ships. Structures. Human-built devices ignited near the alien home star. Energy level spiked. Commander Threxel's eyes widened. "They are not destroying the star," he said. "They are locking it." The alien empire's core system went dark. Not dead. Frozen. Trade stopped. Factories halted. Fleets lost power. The empire collapsed in silence. Back near Earth, human ships stopped firing. They sent one final message. "This ends today." The alien admiral looked around. His empire was gone. Not burned. Not conquered. Ended. On the human command station, a junior officer spoke. "Should we advance?" The human commander shook his head. "No," she said. "They learned." Silence followed. But far away in deep space, something moved. An unknown signal activated, older than the Empire, stronger, watching, and it had noticed the humans. The alien did not ask for mercy. He asked a question. Commander Threxel stood in a dark chamber on the shattered capital world. Around him, the empire he once knew was silent. Lights were off. Skies were empty. A human hologram hovered in the air. Simple, clear, no armor, no symbols of power. Threxel lowered his head. "Why didn't you destroy us earlier?" he asked. The human did not answer at once. "When we could," Threxel continued, "when we first threatened you, why did you wait?" The human looked at him. "Because destruction teaches nothing," the human said. Outside the chamber, alien soldiers laid down their weapons. No orders forced them. They understood. Across the galaxy, remaining alien fleets stopped moving. Their systems were still locked. Their stars still dim. Humans had not increased pressure. They had reduced it. On Earth, cities continued their normal life. No war banners. No victory speeches. Most humans did not even know how close the galaxy had come to war. The true battle had already ended. Back in the chamber, Threxel straightened himself. "You ended an empire," he said. "You could rule everything now." The humans shook their head. "Ruling creates enemies," they said. "We remove threats." Threxel felt something cold inside him. "Fear. But others will rise," he said. "They will challenge you." The human nodded. "They always do." The hologram changed. Images appeared. Old wars. Human cities in ruins. Human refugees. "We learned long ago," the human said, "that survival is not about winning battles." The images shifted. Human scientists working. Engineers rebuilding. Children studying. It is about making sure the same war never happens again. Suddenly, alarms rang in the chamber. An officer rushed in. "Commander!" The officer shouted. "An unknown fleet has appeared." Threxel's eyes widened. "From where?" "Outside map space," the officer said. "Ancient technology." The human hologram did not react with fear, only focus. "Show me," the human said. The display changed. Massive shapes moved in the dark. Ships older than any known empire. Threxel whispered, "They are the Watchers." The human looked closer. "They have been waiting," Threxel continued, "for someone strong enough to be noticed." The human folded their arms. Then they finally woke up. They said, "The unknown fleet sent a message. Not words. A pulse. Powerful. Demanding. It carried a meaning clear to all species. Submit." Alien leaders panicked. Even Threxel trembled. "These beings destroy civilizations," he said. "They will not warn you." The human turned back to him. "Good," they said. "Neither do we." Human systems activated across the galaxy. Not aggressive. Not loud. Precise. Human fleets did not rush forward. They formed a wall. A silent one. The Watchers moved closer. Energy rose. Then humans did something unexpected. They shared data. Every lesson, every war, every failure. The signal hit the Watchers. They slowed. Confusion rippled through their formation. "They are forcing them to learn," Threxel whispered. The human nodded. "Everyone learns," they said, "or they stop." The Watchers hesitated, for the first time in millions of years, and the galaxy held its breath. The galaxy did not remember battle, because there was no battle. What it remembered was the pause. Stars stayed quiet. Fleets stopped moving. Even the ancient Watchers waited. Commander Threxel stood beside the human envoy on a neutral station. For the first time in his long life, he saw something new. Respect. The Watchers sent another pulse. Stronger, demanding obedience. Human systems responded, but not with weapons. They answered with history. Entire archives opened. Human wars, human losses, human survival. The Watchers received it all. Millions of years of violence met thousands of years of human resistance. The ancient fleet slowed. They were not machines. They were minds. And minds could change. A Watcher vessel moved forward alone. A message formed. Not a threat. A question. "Why do you endure?" The human envoy replied without hesitation. "Because we remember," the human said, "and because we learn." Silence followed. Then something unheard of happened. The Watchers retreated, not in fear. In thought, they folded back into the dark beyond map space. Across the galaxy, systems unlocked. Stars brightened. Power returned. Empires breathed again. But none forgot. The Galactic Council gathered once more. This time, no laughter filled the hall. The speaker addressed the chamber. "A new rule must be recorded," the speaker said. Threxel stepped forward. His voice was steady. "Write this," he said. "Humans are not conquerors." He paused. "They are not saviors." Another pause. "They are the tests." The council listened. "If you threaten them," Threxel continued, "they will adapt. If you harm them," he said, "they will learn. And if you try to rule them," he looked around the hall, "they will end you." On Earth, humans returned to silence. They dismantled forward fleets, closed war networks, went back to building, not guarding. Children studied the stars again, not as enemies, as questions. A young human asked an old one, "Are aliens afraid of us?" The old human smiled. "They should be careful," they said. "Fear is not what we want." "What do we want?" the child asked. The old human looked at the sky, to be left alone. Far away, a monument drifted in space. No flags, no weapons, only words carved in many languages. "Do not attack humans. They will not rule you. They will end the threat." Commander Threxel visited it one last time. He placed his hand on the cold surface. "We were warned," he whispered. The galaxy had learned. Too late for some, but not for all. And that was the human way. Not to dominate the stars, but to make sure they never needed to fight them again.